Trophy Alex Eala's epic homecoming. Can this Filipina tennis star capture the WTA 125 title in China? Filipino sparkles. A new chapter in a rising legend. The tennis world has always been a stage for young prodigies to test their mettle. From Serena Williams' early dominance to Coco Gauff's stunning Grand Slam run, fans love witnessing a young athlete rise, break barriers, and inspire generations. In 2025, one name continues to echo louder and louder: Alexandra Eala, the pride of the Philippines. Her rise has been meteoric. She has just entered the top 60 in the WTA rankings, making history as the highest-ranked Filipina ever. Now, all eyes are on her as she travels to China for a WTA 125 tournament, a stage that could further cement her legacy. This tournament is more than just another event on the WTA calendar. It feels like a symbolic homecoming for Alex. Why homecoming? Because while the Philippines is her true homeland, Asia as a whole sees her as a continental hero. She is not only carrying the Philippine flag but also representing the growing power of Asian tennis. Her run in China could be the spark that pushes her into the upper echelons of the sport. The question. The build-up to China. Every tournament tells a story. For Alex, the road to this WTA 125 event has been paved with both triumphs and lessons. Coming off a breakthrough season, she has shown the world that she can compete with the very best. From grinding out three-set battles against seasoned veterans to delivering masterclasses of composure under pressure, Alex has proven she is no longer just a promising junior. She is a full-fledged competitor on the Pro Tour. The WTA 125 in China is perfectly timed. The event brings together rising stars, seasoned players looking for a comeback, and those hungry for valuable ranking points. For Alex, it represents two things: momentum and opportunity. Winning here not only gives her a title but also builds her confidence heading into bigger WTA 500 and 1000 events. Why this tournament matters? On paper, a WTA 125 event may not sound as glamorous as Wimbledon or the US Open. But for rising stars, it's a battlefield that tests consistency, resilience, and adaptability. For Alex Eala, this tournament is monumental because, proving consistency, she has already shown flashes of brilliance, but capturing a 125 title demonstrates that she can dominate a field, not just score upsets. Regional symbolism. Playing in China means competing closer to her Filipino roots, where thousands of Southeast Asian fans can rally behind her. Boosting confidence. Titles breed belief. A championship here could be the springboard to even bigger victories. Inspiring the Philippines. Every victory she earns sends shockwaves back home, motivating young athletes to pick up tennis rackets instead of basketballs. For her fans, this isn't just another tournament. It's a potential turning point. The draw. The buzz around the tournament in China begins with a player draw. Alex finds herself in a field filled with danger. Experienced players, crafty veterans, and fellow rising stars stand in her way. Imagine the narrative possibilities. Facing a former top 30 player on the comeback trail. Battling another young sensation from Japan or China in an Asian derby. Meeting a seasoned European clay court specialist in the semifinal. Every round tells its own mini-story. But what excites fans is the idea that Alex is no longer intimidated. The draw is tough, but she enters with the mentality of a contender, not an underdog. The opening rounds, a test of patience. Alex's first-round match is against a scrappy qualifier, a player who has nothing to lose. Early on, nerves creep in. Alex drops a few points, makes a couple of unforced errors, and finds herself down a break. But here's where her growth shines. Instead of panicking, she steadies herself. She breathes deeply, adjusts her strategy, and starts dictating with her lefty forehand. The crowd feels the shift. The young Filipina begins painting the corners, moving her opponent side to side, and finally closes out the set 7-5. From there, her confidence grows. In the second round, she faces a tricky opponent known for variety and slices. Alex digs deep into her Rafa Nadal Academy training, embracing long rallies and patiently waiting for her chances. She wins in straight sets, her composure a clear sign of her maturity. The quarterfinal clash, fire meets fire. The quarterfinal is where things heat up. Alex faces a fellow rising star. Let's imagine a 19-year-old Chinese wildcard with a booming serve and the energy of a home crowd behind her. The match is electric. The Chinese fans cheer loudly, chanting for their local hero, but pockets of Filipino supporters wave flags, their voices carrying across the court. The atmosphere feels like a mini Grand Slam. Alex falls behind 3-6 in the first set, but instead of retreating, she digs deep. She begins to adjust her retained position, reads the serves better, and turns defense into offense. The second set goes to a tense tiebreak, where Alex's nerves of steel shine. She edges it 7-6. The third set becomes a war of attrition. Every point feels like a battle, every rally a marathon. Finally, after 2.5 hours, Alex raises her arms in victory. The scoreboard reads 3-6, 7-6, 6-4. She's through to the semifinals. Semifinal showdown, the veteran test. The semifinal pits Alex against a 30-year-old veteran, a player with over a decade of WTA experience. For young stars, veterans are often the toughest opponents. Alex loses the second set and finds herself staring at a deciding third. This is the ultimate mental test. The old Alex might have wavered, but the 2025 Alex Eala has matured. She channels her inner Nadal, refusing to give up a single point. She screams "Vamos" after big winners, pumps her fist, and feeds off the energy of the crowd. In the final game, she breaks serve with a blistering forehand down the line. Victory! Alex Eala has booked her place in the final of the WTA 125 in China. The final, destiny awaits. The final is a spectacle. A packed stadium, international media, and fans waving Filipino flags all set the stage. Her opponent, a seeded player ranked inside the top 40, looking to add another trophy to her cabinet. The first set is intense. Alex plays fearless tennis, moving her opponent around the court. She takes the opener 6-4. But champions don't fold easily. The second set slips away 3-6 as her opponent raises the level. The final set is a roller coaster. Alex goes up a break, then loses it. The tension is unbearable. Every rally feels like destiny hanging in the balance. At 5-5, Alex plays the game of her life. Perfect serves, deep returns, fearless shot-making. She breaks and serves for the title. Match point. The crowd holds its breath. Alex steps up to the baseline, tosses the ball high, and delivers a lefty serve wide. Her opponent stretches but sends the return long. Alex Eala collapses to the ground, tears streaming down her face. She has done it. The Filipina has won her first WTA 125 title in China. The aftermath, A-star crowned. The victory is monumental. The images flood social media. Alex draped in the Philippine flag, smiling through tears, holding the trophy high. Headlines across Asia read, Eala makes history in China. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.